Now, I'm trying to wrap my head around something, and for someone that makes a bunch of poor decisions every day, I'm actually pretty good at that. Live my life poor decision after poor decision after poor decision. It's kind of a fun thing. Can't understand the whole Snap-on versus Harbor Freight toolbox and opening up all the drawers. Like, how is this a trend? I don't understand. But I will say, hope everyone's having a great day. Hope you guys enjoy the content, and drop a comment down on your thoughts on this video. Now, with all that being said about toolboxes and tipping points and all that stuff, after the kid goes to bed and I'm home and relaxing, I like to peruse the internet for all of its marvels and wonders in life. Watch stupidity. Mindless stuff. But I see these videos of, well, that did not come out the way I wanted, but I guess I could just pull some plug wires and wrap it the correct way. But I see these videos, and in these videos of, well, can your Harbor Freight do this? And it's a toolbox being opened up every single drawer, and well, things go wrong, and I don't know if it's reviews, I don't know if it's just out of sheer stupidity, but it is what it is on that. I just don't understand it. Can you stand in your drawers in your toolbox? Why would I want to do that on something that I paid thousands and thousands of dollars for? I don't care if you paid $500 for the thing. I don't want to stand in my toolbox. It's not a ladder. I have several ladders here at the shop. I have several chairs. So if I need a place to sit, well, find a place to park my butt. But I never once sought to see if I could open up every single drawer in my toolbox just for funsies. And I guess with all that, opening up the old toolbox for all the funsies, I kind of want to just dive into it. Just that whole thought kind of just, it's the best way to put it. It intrigues me. It makes me curious as to why this goes through someone's. Cars don't make for good phone holders, apparently. That works, right? We'll see. But, up close and personal with Joe. But going off with tools and boxes and all that fun stuff, why is this a thing? Well, I don't understand. I'll never understand. And quite frankly, I don't think I have the time to wrap my head around all that stuff. And but what I can talk about is Harbor Freight. As far as a company, because I've had enough conversations with friends and different people, in shops and whatnot, as far as what I think about it. And I think for the price, it's not bad. I also think that if I was going to start over in this industry, that's probably what I would do. I've had low-end boxes, I've had Huskies and things of that nature, and quite frankly, that did its job no problem. My biggest complaint with Harbor Freight toolboxes is, well, they're not deep enough for me. Other than that, not a bad box. So let's look at a couple of examples. All right, toolboxes, right? Harbor Freight stuff. All right, $1,800 plus tax, all that fun stuff. That's a lot. 14 drawer toolbox, 22 inches deep, 72 wide. Great. It's expensive. I get it, especially for a hobo Frieght box. It's, you know, hard to really go after, you know, spending $1,800 at Harbor Freight. But the nice thing is they have other options. You know, $8.99 for a 56-inch. You could always add on stupid stuff, all that. And the color options are great. I priced one of these out online with the 2 cabinets. I believe they're 22 wide and a hutch. It comes around $3,200 in that ballpark. Now, I don't know why I keep hitting that, but whatever's clever, right? It's like, and if we come over to Snap-on, that's a lot of money. Whether you get it on a deal, whatnot, it is what it is, but that's still going to be an expensive box for 73-inch, 15 drawers, and for 24 inches deep. That's quite a bit, in my opinion. I mean, I paid less for my Epic than that, and that's a smaller box. Now, if you can get it on a deal, do it. You know, that's on you. Your money's your money. I'm not going to tell a man what to do, but the whole premise behind this video is watching stupid videos online of people pretty much bashing Harbor Freight. It's a tool, you know, Harbor Freight U.S. General boxes. It's a storage device. It's a toolbox. A toolbox doesn't make the tech money. You know, is it a stepping stone? You know, you get to the point where you have a badass box, all that stuff. That's awesome. You know, you build up over time, all that stuff. But at the end of the day, it's just a storage device. But with these videos of people pulling drawers out and saying, oh, my Snap-on Epic can do this, your Harbor Freight can't do this. And it's a giant pissing contest is what it boils down to be. And that just blows my mind. I mean, these things are not cheap. And they're not. Guys, spend your money wisely. I mean, how many toolboxes, you know, Harbor Freight ones can you buy? And there's so many different options. I mean, you get a tool vault and things like that. But even with these, it's ridiculous. And Snap-on prices are ridiculous. They're great boxes, but Harbor Freight makes a great box too. They're sturdy. You know, they're not my idea of a dream box by any stretch of the imagination, but I think it's a solid box for home use, for in a shop use, you know, whatever. Now, if you have horror stories, definitely drop those in the comments and let me know I'm wrong, or if you disagree, let me know. But at the end of the sentence here, I'd rather see, you know, a tech with a lower end box filled with better tools than a tech with a fancy box and no tools. So guys, you know, I'm going to dive into that a little bit more in the next part. So now, looking through a couple examples of, you know, Harbor Freight toolboxes and whatnot, is there any comparison to a Snap-on Epic 84 or anything like that? I mean, at that point, you're comparing a 2024 Corolla to a 2024, or we're in 25 now, GMC, you know, Sierra Denali, all the bells and whistles, right? I mean, it's two different spectrums. It's commuter friendly, you know, fuel economy car to, well, an overpriced mall crawler. I mean, how often do you see those trucks actually used for what they are? But that's a different topic. But that's my thoughts on it. You know, you look at this, and if we come over here, there's a U.S. General 44-inch with a side cabinet. And now the thing with that is, what, less than $500 for this, and then the side cabinet, whatever that entails, and it does its job. That's my whole argument to all of this here. You know, you gonna sit there and tip all the damn drawers open on this? Probably not. It doesn't make sense. Am I gonna do that on an Epic 84? No, there's no reason to. But with this, it holds its tools. It does what it needs to do just as well as the Snap-on, just as well. The Matco, the Husky, all that fun stuff. You know, There's no complaints with this. Now, I'm 6'4". You know, it comes up hip height. That's pretty cool. Me being a bigger dude, and through this video, you get all the outfit changes: long sleeve work shirt, short sleeve work shirt, jacket. It's kind of nice, right? To this, where it's, you know, midway up the chest, 30 inches deep, 84 inches wide. Hell, you can get two of those, have 88 inches, get the hutch, get the cabinets, all that stuff, and still be in it far less than this, even at what I paid, which is under $6,000 for this box. Only reason why it's here, I got a hell of a deal on it. That's it. But if I was to start over, I had a couple discussions now about this. I'd go with the US General 2, the 72, 73 inch, whatever it is. And I'd just keep adding to it, keep stacking it up. It's like a Lego toolbox. It's pretty cool in that respect. Now, is it snap-on quality? No. Is it matte quality? No. But is matte quality snap-on quality? Is snap-on quality matte quality? You know, things to consider. I just, with this video, do not understand for the life of me, with all these other topics of people just crapping all over Harbor Freight. You know, you get the phrase of you get what you pay for. Well, I think price and expense is subjective. You know, going back to the Toyota versus the GMC. You know, someone might say the Toyota is an expensive car. Others will say the GMC is very inexpensive. So, my thoughts on that. But overall, anyone buying a US General box, I think it's going to do exactly what it's intended for. I mean, you could always add to it. You know what I mean? I mean, I'd love to add to this. I'm honestly kicking over the fact of, do I build my own hutch for it? I mean, that's where I'm at, because I can't justify spending the money on a hutch for a snap-on one. But I can go to Harbor Freight and go buy a hutch for, you know, a 72-inch US General 2 and not really think twice about it. Price differences, it's significant. Kind of get into the quality of it. Is it really there? Debatable. Is it going to do its job? Yeah, it's going to hold its tools. Are you going to weigh it down with 1,000 pounds in each drawer? No. But I mean, that just comes with everything it is. I might fill that up a little bit more. It's not excessively overloaded. And you get the people that sit there and do the shake test on their Harbor Freight, and oh, my Snap-on doesn't do this. Well, my Snap-on does. And it's full of tools. So one of those things, guys, food for thought when it comes to toolboxes and shaming on Harbor Freight. Two different ballparks, apples and oranges with all this stuff. I think the Harbor Freight has a great lineup. I think it does exactly what it needs to do. And I think with the add-ons, I mean, it's just fantastic. And whether you're buying it for a garage box for your personal use, hell yeah. Are you buying it because you're an apprentice or, you know, an entry-level tech? Excellent. If you're a master tech with all ASCs, like the gentleman that owns that box, yeah, I think that's a great thing. It's a storage device, guys. And I think that's my general consensus with this. It just holds the tools. I would much rather see someone, because once again, perusing the internet, someone bought themselves one of those Epic, the small Epic box, not the 68, the smaller one. I don't know if there's a roll card or whatever, 36 inch, whatever it is, with the hutch on it and a side locker. No tools in it. There's like half a wrench set, some sockets, a couple ratchets, and some Milwaukee stuff. I'd rather see a cheap box with a ton of tools in it. That way the owner could get the job done. My perspective. My thing, when I bought this, I like 3 long drawers. I like the depth. It's my thing. Could I work out of a US General? Absolutely. And you just got to play with the organization and play with everything, make sure everything's getting correct. And I said everything like 10 different times just there. So, you know, call me out on it in the comments, have fun with it. But just a few thoughts on that. And guys, yeah, don't jump on a dude just because he's got a Harbor Freight. Don't dump on somebody just because, you know, overpriced. You know, it's all subjective. You know, maybe learn from the dude with the Harbor Freight tools, because quite frankly, he might be better than you. I try to do that. So, a few thoughts. You know, it is what it is. Dislike this, that's cool. Like it, that's cool too. Drop a comment, subscribe, share, like. You know, go to Broken Pour Trading Co. Tell Mr. Broken Pour Trading Co. Banana Hammock in his comments, because he deserves it. And if you guys, well, you know, the quick walkthrough in the shop. If you like classic cars and, you know, whatnot, hit up Old Time Auto Repair. You know, this right here. Going back to Poor Life Decisions from the first video, this is, you know, kind of one of them, but it's pretty cool. 70 Nova, 53 Hudson. You know, more car content coming out on that channel, and that's another project. So it's always fun, guys. With that being said, take it easy, keep wrenching. I'll catch y'all later.